You're tuned in to Capital Jazz TV. I'm your host, Jodine Dorsey, and I am sitting here on the 13th annual Capital Jazz SuperCruise with my main man, man-made Zoe. How are you?
What's good? What's going on?
Nothing much. So you're no stranger to the Capital Jazz SuperCruise. You've been here before.
Yeah, this is my second time.
This is your second time here.
Was here back in 2013.
Okay, how you loving it? How are you loving it? Are you feeling it?
I'm loving it. Taking full advantage of everything this time around. Where last time I was a little bit more recluse and that that type of thing. But I'm just looking at it like it's so much talent on the boat.
Yeah.
And, we get to see it. We get to see it. So
Yeah.
it's like it's a festival every day.
Who have you seen that you've just been kind of like taken aback from?
My top. I love the After 7 show.
Yeah.
I love
yeah.
Fantasia show.
Yes.
I love the Josh Milan show.
Yes.
Yes.
Josh Milan tore it up. We weren't expecting that great.
Yeah,
to happen,
and then we just had a big
so
family reunion
good.
on the dance floor afterwards.
Yeah.
Like it was real cool.
Good.
And that's what I love about the ship is like so many cats, that you would kind of consider underground or whatever. Getting the same shine as someone who's a legend. And, I'm walking to lunch yesterday and running to Morris Day. Like, it's just, I'm texting my moms that. Like,
Yeah.
that stuff that just don't happen every day. I'm walking to get a sandwich and, it's Morris Day. Oh, okay,
right. You bumping into Morris Day.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
I love that.
Super crazy.
I love that.
But I think that stuff like this is this is things that are going to, in like 20 years, are going to be, we're still going to be talking about.
Absolutely. You're
Like
creating these memories here, these
Yeah.
experiences. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. So this time on the Super Cruise, you did your show. Like
Right.
you performed. They did the show with the band. But then you also had a stripped down like piano and a
Yes.
mic. What is this piano and a microphone thing that you and Carmen Rogers do?
It's very simple. It's just me on the piano, Carmen on vocals, and it's almost like you're sitting in our living room and we're playing and
Nice.
singing for you. So it's like very, very intimate. Sometimes we've even had it where the crowd is kind of sitting around us.
Which was what happened here because it
right.
looked like the crowd was around you.
Yeah.
surrounding you
So
guys.
it's like, it can turn into a sing along and turn into, folks clapping their hands, stomping their feet, whatever you feel. But it's like, just an hour and some change of us just kind of cutting up because that's what we do off the stage. So you get to kind of see our interaction and our banter and, sometimes our bickering and, all that.
Right, right.
It's very real. It's kind of the most vulnerable performance that you can do because, everything is exposed.
Do you enjoy that more so than playing with a full band, or do they both have their good qualities
They
about
both
them?
have a lot of pros.
Okay.
I think with the acoustic performance, you're able to focus in more on the vocal part and be able to hear exactly what Carmen is saying, exactly what she's conveying, and exactly what I'm playing. To where
Right.
if it's a band, you may be more just into what the band is doing than what she's singing about or that type of thing
Right.
because it may get drowned out sometimes.
Right.
So I think with this, it's a little bit it's again it's just more it's just more exposed and it's just a way for us to. I love the presentation.
Yeah, I do too.
I love the presentation
too.
because it's very, very personal.
I do too. So, on this particular Super Cruise,
Oh,
we
boy, here
also
go.
had a screening,
Yeah.
a loop, if you will,
Yeah,
of
yeah.
this documentary
Yes.
that made its debut to the Super Cruisers,
Yeah.
Making Skybreak.
Yes. Yeah.
This is a documentary
This is a documentary.
that you produced.
Yes.
Tell me about this. I'm so excited about it because it's so different from, well, it's not really different from the music. It's about the process of the
Right,
music, right?
right,
Tell
right.
me more.
It's an incredible documentary. I work with a film crew out of Chicago called Digifay.
Oh, hey, you guys.
And super easy to work with. These guys have literally become my family. We spent so much time together with this film and getting it out there to film festivals, but it basically just goes through the inner workings of my 2016 release, Skybreak. And, just cover some of the artists we working with, including Carmen Rogers, Fonte Joy,
Frontier, yeah.
formerly of
Tamisha was on there,
Tamisha
yeah.
Waden,
Yeah, it was
Shauna
so
Tucker.
good.
So just a grand conglomerate of a lot of different artists, and just how we put this this album together. Because as my T-shirt reads, I read the liner notes,
Right.
and I think a lot of times now, the way that people kind of ingest entertainment is visually.
Right.
So I wanted
Right.
to kind of put something out, and I'm a documentary head, so
Right.
I
Right.
wanted
Right.
to kind of
Right.
put something out that would, not only just uh, form a just have kind of a looking glass into what we were doing,
Right.
but also just kind of give a lot of just the info behind it, because
Mm-hmm.
a lot of the albums that get put out, people don't really, they listen to it on Spotify and on Apple Music, so they're not seeing
They're
that.
not reading the credits. They're
Right.
not seeing the process, and they're not in
Yeah.
the studio with you guys.
Right.
Yeah.
So we
yeah.
want to kind of give the behind the scenes look,
Nice.
just to where it's in your face, and it's very well done. I'm super happy about
It
that project.
was excellent. It was so well done. I'm like, okay, so why isn't this on Netflix or Amazon? Are we going there?
We're working on it.
Okay.
We're working on it, especially Amazon first. It's currently on Vimeo,
Okay.
for purchase or for rent, and it's also on a black-owned streaming source called Quali TV.
Quali TV.
Yes.
Oh, spell that. Do you know how to spell it?
KWELI.TV.
Nice.
Yeah.
I never heard of that one.
Yep.
Okay, definitely checking that one out. And I also want to talk to you about your studio sessions now, because
Okay.
I follow you on social media.
Yes.
Looks like you have some people in the studio with you right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Can you Can you give us a little something about that?
Yeah, I actually can. Normally, my process is working on like a compilation style album, meaning I'm the producer and I'm working with a ton of different vocalists on each track, that type of thing. Where sometimes that gets kind of hard. So now I've kind of switched gears to where I'm going to start working on more collaborative EPs. So just four to six song projects, featuring one other artist, so that I can just kind of concentrate on that. So the first one I'm working on is with another producer out of Detroit called Tall Black Guy,
Hey, tall black guy.
and a second one I'm working on is with a frequent collaborator of mine, and she was here last year, Cy Smith.
Cy.
Yeah.
We love Cy Smith
Yeah.
on the ship, boy. Let me tell you something. Is she on the ship?
She's
No.
not. Nope.
She's not on the ship. She
No.
didn't come with Chris.
Right.
Okay. Cy Smith just pops up. You just like
She really does.
She just pops up. So I have to
Yep.
ask every now and then. I've got to
Yep.
ask. Is Cy Smith here? Okay, so
Yep.
good.
She was.
good,
She
good.
sent me some stuff today. And
Oh, good.
It's fire.
It's
man.
fire.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
fire. Who are some people that you want to work with? Who haven't you worked with yet? That's like bucket list.
Top of the list would probably be Faith Evans.
Let me tell you something.
I'm a huge Faith
You already
fan.
know how I feel about Reasons.
Yeah, I'm man. Come on,
Man, let me
Come
tell you
on.
something.
come on, that bonus track.
What?
That bonus track.
What? There's an interview with me and Faith. If you scroll up or down, there's an interview of
Come on,
me and
man.
Faith on
Look at the
Capital Jazz
goosebumps,
TV.
man.
Right. And I actually had to give her flowers
Yeah,
for
absolutely.
Reasons. Like
Absolutely.
Reasons. Ooh, that
Absolutely.
is like,
I'll give you another album cut.
which one?
Tears Away.
Tears Away.
Come on now.
Let me tell you, we are Faith fans.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Faith Evans.
Chucky Thompson was in his bag on those.
Faith Evans.
Uh-huh.
Somebody want to collaborate with you, ma'am.
100%.
And we're here for it.
100%.
I am here for that collaboration. Talking about collaborations, what is this about Play from Kid and Play?
Oh,
Bigging you
man.
up during his film screening. What was going on there? What happened there?
That was super crazy.
How'd that happen?
He saw the documentary yesterday,
Uh-huh.
and called me,
Out
and
the blue. Just
we had a conversation yesterday, and it was just really dope. Cause I mean, and I had to tell him like, yo, like, look, man, you gotta give me like 2 minutes. Give me like 2 minutes to kind of bug out real quick, because again, this is how the cruise is set up. Like,
right.
you have your contemporaries on here and cast that you've worked with, and then you got these, you just on the elevator one day and it opens up and there's somebody whose music you've been listening to your entire life.
Whole life, right.
And it's bugged out. So like that conversation, it was dope, because we were just talking creatively, talking about film work,
I love that.
talking about music.
I love that.
Our favorite stuff, what inspires us, and that type of thing. And it literally came out of the blue, but it was so dope. And again, I'm texting my mom. I was like, "Yo, this is crazy."
Play just reached
Yeah,
out to
because
me.
she knows that I'm a big Kid and Play fan. Like
Yeah.
growing up, me and my boy had the dance routines to Getting Funky and all this kind of stuff. So this was it was kind of bugged out.
I love that.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love that.
yeah.
Okay, so when can we expect your next album or your next project to be released?
It'll definitely be 2020.
Okay.
We will see. Tall Black Guy and his girl just had their baby last week.
Oh,
So yeah,
congratulations.
so congratulations to Tall Black and Kelly, and they're getting their scheduling down right now.
I get it. New parents. I get
Yes,
it. I
that
get
is
it.
so important.
Congratulations.
And so he and I will get back in the studio and hopefully by the summer have something new out.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Perfect. How do we keep in contact with your tours, with what you're up to, your albums dropping? How do we keep in contact with you through social?
Everything is Zo35. It's alphanumeric. It's ZO the number 3 HREE the number 5 IVE, and that's .com. That's at Zo35 on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
What does 035 mean?
35 was when I played baseball. 35 was my uniform number.
Oh.
So it's just a creative way. A lot of people think it's like a Bible verse or something like that.
Yeah.
It's not that deep.
It's not that deep.
It was literally
It's his baseball number.
Yeah, my uniform number, and my uniform number was 35 because my favorite player was Frank Thomas of the Chicago White Sox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. And there's more about that if you check out his documentary,
Yep.
Making Skybreak, which is also available on Vimeo for rent or for purchase. So
Yes.
definitely check that out, Making Skybreak, the documentary. Zoe, it is always a pleasure to have you here on the
Man.
Capital Jazz Super Cruise.
I can't wait to come back. I've had such a great time.
I'm so glad you have. I'm so glad. And then we're ready for that Faith Evans collaboration.
Come on with it.
We are ready for the Play and
Come
Zoe
on with it.
production that's
Yes.
about to happen.
Yeah.
I'm ready for all that
Yeah.
that you got going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect. Well, Zoe, thank you so much. This is Zoe35. Check him out online. And I'm also Jodine Dorsey, and you're tuned in to Capital Jazz TV.